A little bit. He really switched things up for me. When I was working at Eternal Ink in West Seneca, it was really crazy. And then to work with him is just, it's phenomenal. Everybody's told me I'm like retardedly lucky to have anything like that teaching me how to tattoo. And it's really fun, because sometimes I look at some of Corey's stuff and I'm like, that's crazy, how do you even do that? And then I see some of the stuff that I do and people say the same thing. It's just really odd to see the difference. You know, I look at all my stuff differently, and every artist does. It's never good enough. There's always one more, you know, eyelash you could put in a portrait or whatever. It's never done, and I really like to see that at the shop, and that's one of the dynamics that I really like, is we push each other. It just works. Everything in the shop works very nice, from the aesthetics to the floor to the rooms. You know, everything in them is 360 degrees of quite goodness, and I like it quite a lot.
My name is Noelle. I work at Divine Machine Tattoo as a tattooist, and I've been working here for over 2 years, but tattooing for about 1 year and 3 months. Well, essentially, I think everybody who likes to do art wants to make a living, making money, doing what they love. So, you know, without sounding cliche or stupid, I've always wanted to do this since my mom got her first tattoo. So, that was like when I was 12 and I got to draw it. So, you know, I went to art school, I did all that because I figured like growth would be important and like learning how to be an adult before I actually committed to something I was ready to do. But it all happened like when I was 29, when I was ready for it. So everybody works at their own pace, but maybe me having such a background and like a hard work ethic made me move it forward, you know, as fast as possible. I naturally draw more cartoony, but in a different way than, you know, like the cartoons that are on TV. You know, it has a softer look to it, but I just kind of go with what naturally comes out. I don't try to be somebody that I'm not, you know. So if someone goes, yeah, I wanted you to draw a really super cute cupcake or a pumpkin with a face on it, I can draw it in 5 seconds versus like really like struggling with that piece. So yes, those are the ones that are really fun to do, the ones that just come out naturally pretty much. So basically I was looking for something locally that had one of the best artists in the area. I followed Corey's work for years. I worked at the other Divine Machine for a brief moment under Mike Gutowski doing like stocking and stuff like that, but he had left shortly to, you know, continue his career at Off the Map, and I'm like, I really didn't want to hesitate for something that I wanted. I think people are more guided by fear and like they shouldn't just go out and get what they want, but luckily I approached Corey and I said, look, you know, I'd really love to show you my portfolio, yada yada, you know, down the road. You know, after 2 months, I picked up my first machine. So my apprenticeship went ridiculously fast because I tried super hard to like just push myself forward. But I was also older, you know, a little wiser. You know, I knew what was important to me. I already went through all of my 20s before I, you know, started doing this. So I was already at the point in my life where I could have put every little bit into it. And it's helped me excel ridiculously.
Alright, my name is Lacey. I'm a tattoo artist here. I've worked here for a little over a year and was Corey's apprentice. First, I'm still so new into tattooing. You know, for the first, I don't know, I guess for the first million years you work on your technique and everything. I've been focused a lot on my, like, the actual fundamentals of tattooing for a long time, and then finally I've just come into a little bit of a style, and I find myself, I love, like, nouveau, very muka-y stuff, and also, like Indian-inspired designs, like henna and stuff, and anything floral is good. I tend to be really feminine with stuff that I draw, but also can really, you know, can draw whatever. And if I need to, like, masculine things up, I can. So I think I've just started to come in my own style, and it's still evolving really quickly. So yeah, I didn't ever expect to be a tattoo artist. No, I went to college and did that whole thing, graduated, and art was always on the back burner for me. It was more of a personal thing, and I never wanted to do it for a job because I didn't want to become work, you know, and I wanted it to always be fun for me, and I think that's why I never pursued anything, and I wanted things to be solid and sound and a more like acceptable career, you know, I guess, to make everybody happy in my family and stuff, and myself too. But then when I finally, it kind of fell into my lap, and I've always been into tattoos and tattooing really early on. I think I wanted a tattoo when I was like 14 or younger, and that's when I first started drawing on myself and other people all the time. I think what makes our shop different is obviously the people who work here, and our close-knit family-like structure that we have. We all are very same-minded, but extremely different in our creative processes, which just feeds us constantly. So there's never any, like, a dull moment in our creative vibe here, because if one of us is down, the other's up, and we always are kind of picking each other up when we get, you know, tired or slow or something. So I think this shop is it's just the people. We're all in it for the right reasons too. I think that's really important. We're not in it, we all hate money. And we all pretty much give it away as fast as possible when we do get some. And we're in it because we love what we do, and we love each other, and we love tattoos and tattooing, and we love the lifestyle that it allows us to live. So I think that's the most important thing here. And we're not looking to take people's money. We're just we're just looking to make them more beautiful, and in the process keeping ourselves sane. So I think that's what sets us apart.
Hi, my name is Randall. I've been a tattoo artist for about 9 years. I started at a shop in Fredonia, and I've worked at 4 other shops since then. I've been here at DMT, well, actually since the beginning of this one, but worked at another one for a year. Had a few apprentices. Like my job. It's fun. Get to draw on people all day. Get paid for it. It's cool. Well, my first influence is nature. I love the woods. Everything that comes from it. The shapes that come from it. The math that comes from it. All of the colors. And then people, but they're also part of nature. So, I mean, I guess all of my influences are based off of nature, and some tragedy, like here and there. Also nature. So I guess I have one influence, and it's nature. As far as things I like to tattoo pretty much everything. Like any idea that a person has, I can turn into something, you know, that's cool and suitable for me and for them. Like, it's art, so it can do whatever it wants. I came here because of a specific reason. Like, I was told to come here and like meet people that do what I do and do that with them. And the people that happen to be here are, you know, they just kind of came in my life at a time to do this. Obviously Corey was like the founder of the business, but I worked with him and then knew all of these people and respect them and liked them, so we all came together, and now we have this sanctuary of sweetness. I've heard a lot of things about studios where they walk in and people like give them attitude or whatever, and hopefully we don't come off that way here. It's more of like a spiritual like space than just a tattoo shop. I like it here. We have space pods.
Well, the shop is conveniently located right in the corner of Elmwood and Allen in Buffalo, right in downtown Buffalo. 82 Elmwood is our address, and we're open 7 days a week from noon until 8. And